want you to know that I started off in a very difficult position. 7 years old, minding my business, all of a sudden, hit in the face by a truck. This is how I got this scar. And although the physical scars healed over time, the mental and the emotional scars that I experienced when I realized that I was living in a very toxic environment as a kid, that lasted for 27 years of my life. And when I say toxic environment, I mean my father was an abusive, alcoholic, raging maniac. And I don't say that as an overstatement. That is not over exaggeration. That is a fact. Not to mention, he passed away on his birthday while he and I were on bad terms. So my father died with rift between us. And then I take it upon myself to use that as an excuse to become an out of control teenager, running the streets, getting into trouble. Thankfully, I have a clean record and I made it through all of that. But I was severely broken, severely depressed as a young man, to the point where at the age of 27, I just wanted to end it all. I didn't believe in myself. I made some very bad mistakes. I associated with people that I shouldn't have associated with. I was dating people I never should have been dating. And I thought very low of myself. So all I did was hang around people that would accept me. And it was the lowest of the lowest people a lot of times. And so I want you to know that I understand where you are right now. I understand that you feel like you just want to give up. I understand that you feel like nobody in this world really cares about you. I know what it feels like to just question, why am I even living in the first place? Why am I even here in the first place? I know how it feels to be an outcast. I never fit in. I never felt like I fit in with any group of people. Imagine walking in a room and no matter who it is, you feel like an outcast. It doesn't even matter if it's your family. I've always been an outcast. I always felt like nobody really ever understood me. I always felt alone. And I know how it feels to just want to give up. But I'm here to tell you that you can't give up right now. Because no matter how dark you think it is right now, I swear to you, if you make up your mind that you are in control, you can change your reality. You can change your circumstances. I know this for sure. It's not the easiest thing in the world. At 27 years old, I put the gun down and I decided to live another moment. In that moment that I decided to live another moment has now turned into 13, 14 years. And if I would have taken my life then, you wouldn't have gotten to see the person that I evolved into today. You don't know the possibilities that are waiting for you to just make a decision that you're going to change, that you're going to be a better person, and that for once and for fucking all, you're going to take your life into your own hands. No more playing safe, no more playing small, no more asking people for permission. It's time for you to stand up inside of yourself. The reason why you don't fit in is because you wasn't made to fit in. The reason why they don't understand you is because you're trying to get the wrong people to understand you. You are an elite. That's why you feel like an outsider. But you're trying to be an insider. Anytime an outsider tries to become an insider, you feel alone even when you are in a room full of people. You are a superhero that fails to accept their powers. And that's why you feel the way you feel. The reason why I know that is because that's where I started. I started right where you are. Even after I decided to change my life for the better, nobody believed in me. I had one person that believed in me. And that's all I needed. I believed in myself. So you gotta understand that as long as you believe in yourself, that's all you need. Because the moment you believe in yourself is the moment that God believes in you. The moment you believe in yourself is the moment that the universe is going to support that belief. But you got to make sure that the spirit of doubt does not creep between your ears. And most importantly, you got to make sure that the spirit of doubt doesn't seep into your heart. Because you're going to tell people your dreams. And they're going to think you're just talking. They're not going to support. They're not going to see the vision. People are going to tell you, be realistic. You know how many times people told me to be realistic? Man, I'm not here to be realistic. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not even thinking outside of the box. I don't even have a box. So you got to understand that the reason why you feel depressed is because you're an abnormal person trying to be normal. That's why you feel the way you feel. Because you're trying to fit in. You wasn't made to fit in. You wasn't made to be normal. You wasn't made to be normal. You're abnormal. You are an elite. And here, it's time for you to accept the truth. It's time for you to accept that truth. You gotta, that when you are a superhero, when you are an elite, you gotta stop hanging out with regular people. Regular people make you feel like you're doing something wrong because you think different, because you see the world different. Your dreams are too big. Oh, your dreams are too big. Anytime somebody tells you your dreams are too big, you're in the wrong room. I hang out with people that tell me my dreams are too small. Robbie, you're dreaming too small. So don't give up. If you give up, they win, you lose. I want you to use everything that happens to you from this moment forward, use all of that as an excuse to go for your vision. Use all of that as an excuse to show these certified sap suckers they can't stop you. They can't stop you. Only you can stop yourself. That's not your voice telling you to stop. That's their voice in your mind telling you to stop. That's the opposition's voice. That's not your voice. Because your voice is down here. You didn't know that? This voice in here, this doubt, that's not your voice. Your voice is down here, and down here it's in your gut, and it's in your heart. And you have to reclaim your throne. Once you find your way back down to your heart, find your way back down to your gut, your mind is automatically going to obey. And the enemy's mind is going to have to find a new place to stay. Don't you ever let me hear you talk about giving up again. Don't you ever let me hear you say that again. You're bigger than that, you're better than that, and you're more powerful than that. Master yourself.